So, Gaffer, just touching on Friday now, a couple of days on. How are the lads who put in the shift there getting through that one?
Well, they had a day off yesterday, so there's been no reported issues. We've obviously just got in. Some of the players are not in yet, so we'll train today. We'll make sure we keep them fresh. We'll go through a couple of bits on Cambridge. But yeah, great effort. I thought the intensity and the attitude and the athleticism in the second half was exceptional. So we need to keep that up.
And it was such a big result. The manner in coming back, not just physically, but now also mentally and emotionally, getting fully focused on Mondays is key now.
Yeah, well, that's 3 games on a bounce now where we've gone behind early. 2 of them away from home. So I don't think the resilience or the character of this group can be questioned, especially the young players now. They're reacting. We expect it from the likes of Sean Clare, who come on and was exceptional. Omar Beckles, we expect that because they've been through this before. They know what's required. But the young players have really been stepping up to the plate in recent weeks, and like I say, it was a great result for us.
And you've touched on Sean there, coming off the bench and putting in a great performance. Other substitutes really good as well. It's going to need to be a really big squad effort come Monday as well, with the game so close together. Yeah,
we spoke to the players 10, 12 weeks ago. And I said to them, I'm experiencing this kind of situation where I know that the most important games are the last 5 or 6. Okay, now we never planned to lose 5 on the bounce. Don't get me wrong, but we was rotating a squad that come to this situation now. I don't think Kelman is one who is played every single week, but when you look across, Randell's fresh, Dylan Marcandi's fresh, Dan Aggie's coming back from injuries fresh, Sean Clare's fresh. There's probably only Donnelly as well and Brownie that are up there. So you've got 3 players. Beckles is now fit. Reg has not played first part of the season. Jack Curry's had his 4 or 5 game break. Galbraith's had 2-3 weeks out injured, and then the subs are all fresh. So we have a really fresh, strong group of players to pick from. Ollie O'Neill is now back training. So the fact that we're leaving Zek, Sweens, Sonny Perkins and Ollie O'Neill out on Saturday is a sign of the strength in depth, because like I say, what's gone in them last 39 games is just irrelevant now. We've got a 3 game season, and we need to make sure that we pick up more points than the rest of them.
And all the other results around us on Friday were ideal. One of them, of course, being Cambridge, who did us a bit of a favour by beating Huddersfield. They're now Monday's opponents, though, so just showing that they're going to be a tough test.
Yeah, I mean, the clubs, you look at Crawley going away to Birmingham and keeping a clean sheet. You look at the run that Burton have been on. Everybody thought that Bristol Rovers would get beat away at Wrexham. It's this time of year where teams have nothing to lose. They're fighting for, they're not fighting for their lives, but they're fighting for the careers. They don't want a relegation on the CV. Financially, it has an impact. People at the club can lose their jobs if clubs get relegated. So you fully expect it happens year on year out, where teams that look dead and buried give it a right good go. It's up to us to make sure that we're professional and make sure that we're right on it. If we're not at it, like we've shown against Burton, then we can lose.
Well, they've only lost 1 of their last 6 games, and before that, when they have lost, it's only been by a 1-goal margin. What's the approach to this one going to be?
Yeah, I think when Neil first went in, it took him time to get his ideas back across. And when you go into a group that are used to losing week in, week out, it can take a little bit of time. Sometimes your messages are the right messages, but they don't have the impact straight away. It might be 3-4 weeks down the line, when you keep consistent with your messages, that they can come to fruition. And it looks like Neil's had an impact now, and he's given him a chance. But I just think, as always, I say it every single week, it's about us. If we're at it, we can beat anybody in this league. But if we're not, we can lose to anybody.
And it was an absolutely electric atmosphere at Brisbane Road on Friday. It's a sold-out away end on Monday as they travel to Cambridge. They're going to be crucial, as they always are.
Yeah, I asked for a good atmosphere before. It was amazing, especially the second half. But the atmosphere is easy to be amazing when we got it back to 3-2 and then 3-3 and 4-3. I was actually really pleased with 2-0 down. We didn't hear no murmurs. We understood that the game started difficult for us. We had a couple of decisions that went against us, but we didn't use it as an excuse, and we certainly, the crowd, more than anybody, didn't get on players' backs, didn't get impatient. We started the second half electric. We get it back to 2-1, and you're thinking, we had 2 or 3 opportunities just before their third goal to get it back to 2-2, and then you get the sucker punch of their third, it's 3-1. You maybe think that, okay, maybe there's now a few murmurs coming on, but he wasn't. So the atmosphere was electric at the end, but there was actually a lot of patience and a lot of calmness in our support that never spread onto the players, never any anxiety, and I think that was important. For me, in my 3 years since I've been here, that's the best we've played when we've been chasing the game.